So up next, Ezekiel Tovar. Little chopper rolls foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Back foot slider struck. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
In the air, right field. And it looks like trouble. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In to score from first. 4-2 now. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. Sears back to work. Foul ball. And it's fouled away. Out to short, Wilson. Got him on the off-balance throw. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. Line drive, at him in center field. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, bases empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Around first, heading for 2. The relay throw. Safe at second. He uses the swim move to get around the tag. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Durant gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Two balls,
again
no
with
strike.
a pitch out. Ground ball right side, could be two. Over to Story for
He's
one.
out.
How about that double play? Now it's Alex Bregman.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. And that is that. Back here in Denver, now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. And a pitch. Splits the plate, strike one. And that's outside.
That's out.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Brenton Doyle in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And that's down and away.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, and he's in there. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Dives and makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Here's Story now. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. That one's back. And that is the third out of the year. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-1. Here's Trevor Story. That's in there, and that's strike one.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Inside, just missed. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Got him swinging. And there's one down. At the plate, Wilyer Abreu. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Freeland, a 6'4 lefty. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Story, the runner at second with one away. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Strike three, and that's two in a row. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. McMahon slings to first. They limit the damage here. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Ripped towards third. Whips it to Casas. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Todd Helton, the next to hit.
The first baseman, Helton.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Ref Snyder pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now it's going to be Jason Giambi. Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to Casas. And they get on to the third inning. Stepping in, Connor Wong. Freeland back to work. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off left side. Line drive, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jarren Duran. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
No ball, two strikes. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That's a little bit low. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Lead runner around second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. So digging in, Rob Ref Snyder. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. To the right side. LeMahieu is there. And one away in the top of the third.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least
2 on, 1 out. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Roll to short, could be 2. Story over to second, and they bounce into 2 already. Back here at Coors Field as we go to the last of the third. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Fly ball to right. Ref Snyder makes the grab, 1 away. Now here's Nolan Jones. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a ground ball. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time, and he reaches safely. Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Jones over at second, 1 down. That one ripped. That's back. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. Digging in, Zach Veen. Ripped to third and caught. 2 down, bases empty. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. That one pushed foul.
instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. 0 for 1. He grounded out. Runner on the move. Line to left. Durant makes the catch. And back here in Denver. Now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And here is Devers. First pitch just misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Veen snags it for the 2nd out. And now Wilyer Abreu struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Todd Helton. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Now one miss.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Now it's the DH, Jason Giambi. Buehler looked to first. LeMahieu back on a dive. Upstairs. And that is ball 1. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. The throw, tag, and he's out. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Abreu going back, pulls it in on the warning track. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Campbell, 22 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2023. The pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Story fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And there's a ball. 1 out, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Clips the corner, and that is strike one.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Finds its way through, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Goodman dives back in, but they got him.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Now here is Nolan Jones and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike, throw, save! And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Yeah, that's fouled off. Jones, the runner at second with one away. And that one is inside ball one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Fires to first in time. And now, Zach Veen.
Number 13. Veen.
And a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Late swing, foul to the left. Buehler deals. And a swing and a miss. Back here at Coors Field. Now the number 2 hitter, Rob Refsnyder. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. And misses inside. Next pitch is outside. Inside, just missed. Out to center. Doyle sizing this one up. He's got it. 1 away. Here's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings and lines one towards the gap. Gets down, base hit. Around second is Bregman. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Pretty much
calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Devers in the box now, takes strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential time. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Birdie.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well struck right field. Way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 2 in this one. Late with the swing there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. That one to first, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Down and in, moved his feet.
Strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Ref Snyder makes the grab. One down. Next to hit, Todd Helton. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Up the middle. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe. And the batter now, Jason Giambi. Up the middle, Story. They get the force. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. That's in for a strike. That clips the corner. Swings and misses, struck him out. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
On the ground, and it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Line drive, that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
New pitcher on here, Scott Alexander.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. In comes the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. And it's a 1-run game. First and second, 1 out. Ref Snyder digs in now. And that's in for a strike. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now a rip into left center. And that gets down into the gap. 1 runs in. The second run scores, and they take the lead in the 7th. 1 out, runner at second. And the batter now, Alex. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Casas in the box now, takes strike 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Story now. Pitches in there. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins.
And he got him. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Aroldis Chapman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He sends a rocket to left. And they tie it up. It's 5-5. Nolan Jones now at the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Fouled off. He was late. Pitch misses. 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one is absolutely belted. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on.
Dives, but it's off his glove. In comes the run from third. Tosses to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. Now it's the right fielder, Zach Veen. Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a van down by the river. He nails one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 7-5. And here is Trevor Story. That one fouled off. Base knock center field.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now a chance for Ryan McMahon. Throw. Save. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Story, the runner at second with 1 away. Story back in on a dive. And that's outside. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And here's the first baseman, Todd Helton, 1 for 3. That's in there. That's strike 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a van down by the river. All muscle to center field. Their third home run of the inning. It's 9-5. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Zach Kelly. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Liner, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Waste no time there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And That's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate, and it's even better when it gets you.
Casas takes it himself, and they're happy to just. Ready to begin the eighth. Now here is Rafael Devers.
The designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Alexander back to work. Alexander measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Popped up left side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And he grounds one to the right side. Helton takes it to the bag. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Christian Campbell. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air out to left. Jones brings it in, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Hunter Goodman. There's a swing and a drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Jones,
Inside,
the next
ball
to
1.
hit, takes ball 1. No outs, runner on second.
Aye.
Kelly checks the runner.
He made
Goodman
it
dives
safe.
back in safely. On the ground right side, Casas
He's out.
steps on the bag. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Brenton Doyle will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. And that one
Ball 1.
upstairs, ball 1.
In this situation,
I got 1
he's trying to
ball, 1
get you to
strike.
pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
That to right, Ref Snyder. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from 3rd. The tag gets him, and it's a double. Back here in Denver, we go to the 9th, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. That one down the line. McMahon fires over to first. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox. Ref Snyder stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first. Ball game. Our final. All right, ready to get on. Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on San Francisco. And we'll be back with the first pitch. Ready to go? Here's the left fielder. Jarren Duran. Missed with a changeup. And we're underway here this afternoon. Next offering upstairs. On the corner for a strike. That's to third. And foul ball. And the righty deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And no one can get there. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. Foul ball there. In the dirt, but kept close. Duran aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out looking. And now it's Alex Bregman. And that drops in for a strike. Feltner in his third season, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the fourth round back in 2018. Over to first, and he saved. And that one fouled off. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Runner takes off. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Swings through that.
0-1.
Ball one there. On the ground to first, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Red Sox already leading. The shortstop takes a ball. That one 95 to finish him off. Bottom of the first. And now it's going to be Zach Veen. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Line drive. And foul ball. That's way outside. And the count 1 and 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. The tying run is in to score from third. Now around second, going for third. And he's got an RBI triple.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting it.
That's ripped into the outfield. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1. Here's Story now. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back. Makes the catch gliding onto the warning track. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. One down. Sammy. Sosa getting ready to hit. Horner on the go. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And the pitch is outside, ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Tracks it down for the out. 2 down. One down. And here is Sosa to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
And that one
That's
is
a ball.
inside.
1-1.
High fly ball, right field. Sanchez sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Yeah. And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Gets to it with a slide. There's one. What a double play that was. One down. And now Sammy Sosa. And that is out of play. Man at first, one away. Horner on the go. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And a foul ball. The 0-2. That's down and in.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Inside. Now 2-2. Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a van down by the river. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Makes a sliding stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Grounded out his first time. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives. What a play. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to Tolia. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
On the ground, right side. And they take the lead with the infield single. So 2 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off. That one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Stallings throw to first in time. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. On a bounce right side, Amador. In plenty of time to first. So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Schwarber to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. High fly ball out into left center field. Beck makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. We go to the bottom of the 1st. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Flares it into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a foul ball.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here in Atlanta, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. This one high in the air to left center. Merrill has this one sized up, puts it away for the out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swinging a foul straight back.
Oh, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Back at Truist Park, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Slider. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Lockridge has a beat on it, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. That one ripped. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Bottom of the first, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swinging a foul out of play. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next
One
offering
ball,
way off the
2 strikes.
plate.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That one off the mark. 1-0.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go.
Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a van down by the river. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Green back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Stretches out and hauls it in. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's out to center field. Friedel under it. Makes the grab, 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. First pitch, not close. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
1-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And it's even up. Swing and a miss. Hunter Green with the strikeout. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Green back to work. Way high with that one. And it's 1-0.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Joe makes the grab, 1 down. 1 out, runner at second. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first offering is not close. That one fouled off. Man at second. That misses the zone. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up. So they're all loaded up. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
0-2 now. And that's downstairs and outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that's the 3rd out. First and second, 2 outs. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Strike 3 went back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Out towards right center field, McLean. And there's 1 down. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a swing and a miss there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Foul ball there. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Joe sizing this one up. And that is that. And well. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Green back to work. Hit in the air left field.
Go, 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 ball, go.
Hayes ranging after it. Tries
That's
to make
foul.
the play, but it's foul. Way upstairs.
1-1.
And it's 1-1.
Everything came together.
One out, base is empty. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One out, base is empty. That one outside. And it's 1-2.
See if he can go
One ball,
upstairs
two
a little
strikes.
bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
He's got it, and there's two away. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Joe makes the catch, inning over. Two outs, bases full. Crow Armstrong will hit next. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. And ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the
1-2.
zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And he couldn't hold back. So runner at second, 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds slug. Second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Hammer, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
0-1.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Ball one there.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. That one to first, and that's a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
At the belt and fires. And a ground ball to first. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Gotta love the resilience.
And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Boots it. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Tap foul at the plate. Called strike three on the fast. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Gets him to chase after that one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. One down. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. This one popped up. Henderson makes the catch. That's out number two. Rogers back to work. And he drops it down the third baseline. And a foul ball. Bunting for a hit. Urias on to first. And the bunt attempt does. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the sixth. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's on at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Josh Smith. And that's downstairs. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. To the right side. LeMahieu gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Second, the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
That's in there. 0-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Next pitch is outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Josh Young. Just missed. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the new inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Warren back to work. Strike one.
0-1.
Fouled off down the right side.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's Marcus Semien. And a big swing and a miss. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. One down, base is empty. And 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back at Comerica Park. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. And there's a ball. And that one is in for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that will fall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Ibanez sends it to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. On the ground, right side, Torkelson. He'll do it himself. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's Jose. And we're back. All set to start the ninth in this one. So in now for Cleveland. Nolan Jones. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now two aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for this team.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
0-2 is the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Didn't go. Fights it off. He'll see another. Out to short. Oh, great stop from his backside. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Foul ball. Just missed. And now 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's down and in. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Nope.
Just missed. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. 1 for 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And there's a foul ball. The Guardians down to their final strike.
1 ball,
in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Well done behind the dish.
Two balls.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Back here in Detroit, all set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Nolan Jones. Skubal back to work. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And he takes a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. The shortstop takes the ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that'll do it. The Tigers get it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here's Nolan Jones. That one's upstairs, ball one. There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He did right there.
2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Now at the plate, Angel Martinez. Top of the zone for a called strike. In there at the knees. 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the Guardians with 1 out left. So 2 down now. And here is Gabriel Arias. And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
No ball,
Try to go
2
again with
strikes.
the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch just misses. And the count is 1-2. Skubal is just 1 strike away.
Ball.
Pitch misses. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
That
Thank
one
you.
missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Okay, all set to go. Here's the left fielder, Jaron Duran. And that is downstairs. And away we go this afternoon. 2 balls, no strikes. The count. And there's a ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
We got a full count.
Got him. 1 away. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Just missed. 1 out, bases empty. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that drops in for a strike. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. First
Ball,
pitch doesn't
that's
find the
inside.
zone. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Swanson makes the grab, and that is that. And now the center fielder, Robert Hassel III. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt Shaw. In the air, right side. Abreu on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And a foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and Tucker is retired. Second inning set to go. Now it's Devers at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's down and away. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Trevor Story. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. And strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, Ryan Noda. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Just missed. No score here in the second. Off the mark there, and now 3-1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in Denver, bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Chris Bryant. Late swing fouled off. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. Giolito moved to first.
No, he's safe.
Bryant back in on a dive.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances.
Runner on the goal.
Ball
Pitch
1, no
misses.
strike.
Safe at second with a stolen base. Bryant at second with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Michael Bush digs in now. Runner on the goal. On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. Thought in between, trying for third now. Tags the runner for 1. Applies the tag and they get 2. Double play. And here comes Dansby Swanson. That's to third. What a stop. The throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. On to the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Rob Refsnyder. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Christian Campbell swings through it for strike one. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now, Connor Wong swings through that one. Wong getting the starting catcher, 28 years old. And he was a third-round pick back in 2017. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Bush makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. And the slider just misses.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top. Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's going to be Moises Ballesteros. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning. Now the left fielder, Alfonso Soriano. That's ripped. Base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So the batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Robert Hassel III. Giolito checks over to first, and he's back. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second, and great jump. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run is in. It's 3-zip.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. So impressive that he didn't get tied up.
Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Hassel leads off second with nobody out. Campbell whips it to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands.
Off balance feet. There's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Wilyer Abreu. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
That one just misses, and that's ball 1. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-2 the count.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now it's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 so far. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Into center. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Story batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Ball inside.
Bregman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the 4th, digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Giolito back to work. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there.
Boom.
A massive home run. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip. Bush stands in now and watches strike 1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just misses with that one. Smoked on the ground, a second. Handles, throws to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Dansby Swanson stands in. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Ryan Noda. That's inside, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not.
Throw sails over his head at first, and this ball's going to wind up out of play. Ref Snyder in the box now. No balls and a strike. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Christian Campbell will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. Wong at the plate for the 2nd time as he takes ball 1. And another ball. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball. Noda on third with 2 out. That missed by a lot, and the count's full. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Garrett Whitlock.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Robert Hassel III. Base knock right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Throw safe. Whitlock checks the runner. Hassel back on a dive. Runner goes again. Ball outside. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Now this is in the air down the line. Abreu towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it.
Shaw dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. Here's Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. 1-2 the count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver, top of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And that one almost hit him. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Abreu batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Bregman stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that skips in the dirt. That misses. 3-1. And a swing and a miss.
Helpful.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant. just missed. Just
that pitch
missed.
is out.
Grounds one to short. Story tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ref Snyder hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Michael Busch now at the plate, 1 for 2. And there's a fly ball deep right field, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he
throws to first in time. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I loved Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true.
Ball, that's upstairs.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing.
Oh, that's a strikeout. And we're back at the plate. Moises Ballesteros. Whitlock back to work. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count is 1-1. And misses inside. On the ground right side to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now Alfonso Soriano. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground right side, Campbell. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs. And now here is Robert Hassel III. And that one hammered. Going back. And that one finds the forest. It's out of here. And they add a run. It's 7-0. Here's the second baseman, Matt Shaw. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Slider for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2. And added another K. That's number 17. What a game. And next for the Red Sox, Christian Campbell. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Bush takes it himself. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 8-0. Here's Bryant now. That's towards center. Abreu sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one away. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered here in this one. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Ref Snyder drops steps, heads back on it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. So up next, Michael Bush.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like...
And that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field. New inning getting started. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Ball
That's
one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And that's a little bit high. 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox. Bregman stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. 8-0 is how this one ends.